Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Monday, April 25th slate of NBA and MLB games. I'm super excited to dive into it. It is a brand new week. We get to pretty much flush out that old week out of the way, and we get to start fresh, and I'm really excited for it. We did not have a very good week last week, so I think it is time for us to turn it around. I'm dialed in. I got these plays. I'm recording this super early just because I did get home from the Chicago Bulls game that I had went to yesterday. And truthfully, I was out the night before. And so between the two things, I am just really, really tired. But I found 3 great plays in the NBA and 1 great play in the MLB. But first, I did just want to go ahead and say that at the time of recording this video, we are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Next, I did just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. And thank you guys so much for giving such a small channel such a big chance. As I always say, it truly does mean the absolute world to me. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into it. We obviously don't have anything to recap. I did not make a video as of yesterday. Like I said, I was at the Bulls game, and I didn't want to focus on anything else. I just wanted to be there. I wanted to enjoy the experience. And I will say that if you were to look at the score, you would think that it wasn't a good game. But truthfully, I think through the first 3 quarters, I think that it was a pretty decent game. Overall, I do. I think it was a pretty decent game. They were able to keep it close throughout the first half. Not really. We really just got killed by their role players. I mean, Grayson Allen went out and turned into the best basketball player of all time last night, and Bobby Portis versus the Bulls is always a cheat code. You should always hammer their overs whenever they're playing Chicago because they're going to smack them. I don't know. I mean, literally Grayson Allen dropped 22 last game and then turned around and dropped 27 this game. So, he's just on a mission against the Chicago Bulls, and, it is what it is. If he does not score 27 and he only scores maybe half of that, we still have a chance at winning it. But unfortunately, DeMar really couldn't get too much going. And so pretty much our biggest pieces, like Patrick Williams, actually did play really well. Zach LaVine started out the game red hot, but then he also kind of slowed down just a little bit. Vucevic played okay, I guess, but it's I don't know. We can't really put all the pieces together, and it is very unfortunate. But hopefully we can at least put up a fight for Game 5. But if not, it's okay. Truly, it's okay. I didn't expect this to win it all or anything this year anyway, and especially with no Lonzo, that's definitely a tough scene. But anyway, I'll quit rambling. I'll go ahead and dive into it. Like I said, I found 3 plays in the NBA, 1 in the MLB, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Our first play of the day. This one's going to be a bankroll builder, so trust me when I say this. You may want to parlay this with one of your other favorite picks because it is juiced. It is juiced for sure, which is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a parlay with it. But we're taking Kevin Durant. We're taking this over 3.5 turnovers versus Boston at minus 155 odds. Now, if you take a look at his turnover log here in this series, he has had 5 turnovers, 6 turnovers, and 6 turnovers in this series. And in Kevin Durant's last 7 games in general, he's actually hit this over in 6 of them. The only one that he didn't was the play-in game, and let's be honest, that game wasn't really that, super close. So I think that definitely had something to do with it as well. I think that Kyrie really took over a lot of that game, but I think that, Kevin Durant has been seeing the ball a lot in this series. And in the last 7 games, the Boston Celtics actually force the 5th most turnovers per game to opposing power forwards. So they they force a lot of turnovers, and especially to that power forward position. And if you look at the way that they're playing Kevin Durant, they mostly are playing him straight up with Jason Tatum. But as soon as Durant does start to make a move, start to drive, something like that, they do send a double team or a triple team towards him, and which is forcing him to pass, which is how they're able to get all these steals because of these double teams and triple teams. So hopefully Boston can get their hands on a couple of these passes and it can work out for us. So that's going to be our first play of the day. Kevin Durant over 3.5 turnovers versus Boston at minus 155 odds. Our second play of the day, we're going to be taking Donovan Mitchell, but we're actually going to be taking his under 2.5 3-pointers here versus Dallas at plus 105 odds. Now, in this series, they've obviously had he has only hit this over one time in this entire series, and the only one that he did hit, he finished with 3, so it wasn't even like he blew it out of the water. Now, I know he's getting a lot of shot attempts, that's for sure, which does scare me just a little bit, but Dallas allows the fewest points per game from 3 just as a team, so they have been doing a really good job guarding the 3-point line, and I do think we see more of that once again. And in their last 7 games, Dallas actually allows the 9th fewest 3-pointers made to opposing shooting guards. So they do a pretty good job at guarding the 3-point line just in general, but especially at that shooting guard spot. And both these two teams are the 2 slowest paced teams in the entire NBA in their last 3 games. So there's not really a whole lot of shots being thrown up in this game. So hopefully we don't see Donovan Mitchell go out and, shoot like 4 or 5 right off the rip and make all of them. So that's what we're going to be riding with. Donovan Mitchell under 2.5 threes here versus Dallas at plus 105 odds. Our third play of the day, we're going to be taking Tobias Harris. I know normally I take his unders, but today we're taking an over for him. Over 7.5 rebounds here versus Toronto at minus 115 odds. Now, I know this one is a little weird for sure, but he's actually been doing a really good job here at rebounding the basketball in this series. He's actually had 11, 12, 10, and 6 rebounds in this entire series. So he finished just shy of it one time, but the other 3, he absolutely crushed it. So hopefully we can see double digits from him again. And we all know about the Joel Embiid injury as of right now. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. I know he has to kind of play through it because there's nothing that they can really do. They have to do surgery for it. So that could lead him to be a little bit more passive until he really needs to be aggressive, which could be in the next round or something like that. So with that being said, Tobias Harris might be able to come in and really grab a lot of those rebounds. And in the games in this series, he's seen 40-plus minutes in most of them. So I think that trend does continue. And like I said, with the Embiid injury, he may just be seeing a lot of balls fall his way. So hopefully it does work out for us. So we're taking it. Tobias Harris over 7.5 rebounds versus Toronto at minus 115 odds. Now for our MLB play of the day, we're going to be taking the Mets. We're going to be taking the money line here versus the Cardinals at minus 135 odds. Now, both these teams have been really good to start off the year. The Mets, they are 12-5 to start off the year, and the Cardinals are 9-5. So both these teams have been really, really good. However, the Mets, as of last year, and I know this is as of this year, they are 5-2 as a road favorite, and they are 7-3 on the road in general. So they have been really good on the road, and hopefully they can continue that. And Max Scherzer is 3-0 on the year when he has started here for the Mets with a 2.5 ERA. So he has really been cooking them, and hopefully he can continue that for us. So we're going to be riding with it. Mets money line versus the Cardinals at minus 135 odds. Now, as of right now, I'm recording this super early. I'm recording it at 8:30 Central Time. So that just tells you just how tired I am. So once again, we don't have a fade play that's going to be up at the top, but I will put it in the pinned comment section literally as soon as the video drops. So by the time you guys watch this, just check out the pinned comment section. You guys will be able to see it. But that's going to do it for me today. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. And that's going to do it for me. This is King Sarah signing out. Peace.